Hey everybody. I was asked yesterday by Lori Aaron to show my Journaling by Fives journal to see how it's coming along. So I thought I would try to do that really quick. My kids are playing in the background, so it's hopefully they're not too noisy. But this is my Journaling by Fives. If you haven't heard about it, go visit Shannon Green's YouTube page. She also has a Facebook group for it, and it's a really fun process to do. There's 5 steps. You do each step, and oh gosh, I don't remember the whole formula, but it's really fun to do, and definitely pushes you to, well, it pushed me to break out of some of my, I guess, my habits and whatnot. And I struggled. The part that I struggled with the most was I had to draw my pages in between, so I kind of cheated on that because you're supposed to do each step in 15 minutes, I believe it was. And I didn't want my pages sticking together. I didn't want, I just knew that in the end, if I didn't dry my pages in between the steps where I actually applied the paint, that I wouldn't be happy with my finished journal. And I wanted this to be something that I really enjoy and that I really like. So since my crafting, arting time is so limited, I treasure the time that I have at my space here, and I just knew that I wanted this to be something that I really enjoyed. So I did break that rule, but that's the only rule that I broke. And there was a couple times when I did go over the allotted time period. You can see videos for each step that I did with this, so be sure to check that out. I believe I have a playlist on my YouTube page. But this is my journal that I used. It's a Scout guide. I picked this up downtown. I have been told that you can order these online. They're just it's just a catalog, basically like a big catalog, and the pages are thick, so I didn't have to glue any pages together to do this project. And I basically just went through, you do 20 pages, so there are more than 20 pages in this. So a lot of these don't have anything on them, and my plan was to come back later on and just start adding paint to them, and that's what I have been doing now. So any of my videos that if you've been watching any of the recent ones, if you see me grab something and start scraping extra paint and whatnot in it, this is what I am putting all of that paint into. And especially now that I'm doing the iCads, and so far all of my iCads have been mixed media. I don't like wasting paint at all, so this is the perfect place for me to put all that extra stuff, and I don't feel like I'm wasting anything. So let's see. So anything, just looking through these, any of these pages that have like a picture and a phrase on it like this, these are pages from the Journaling by Fives. Okay, interruption number 1. We will see how many we have before this is over. Okay, so I'm just going to flip through these. And so these are ones that I've just been adding extra paint to. I just put this in. This was part of the envelope that I used on my iCad yesterday. And then I had this piece of deli paper where I had stamped off this stamp, and I just tore that and I just put that in. So basically I am either, as I'm working on a project, I am adding my extra leftover paint into this, or every now and then I just kind of, if I'm wanting something to do, or if I have an extra bit of whatever that I want to use in something, I just might kind of flip through this and see if I can put it in here. I've showed this before. This is just my bucket of odds and ends and bits and pieces, and there's, you know, torn off pieces of deli paper and graph paper and book paper, and I really like using the edges of paper off of from a spiral, and these are left over from when I actually did my journaling by 5. This was my collage layer where it was all of these squares, and I still have a bunch of those. So sometimes I'll just kind of grab stuff out of here. I've got a little pile of stuff over here that is probably going to make its way in here, and I might put them down as I'm going through this. We'll see. So this is a journaling by 5 page, and then this one's all extra paint and just some pieces of washi tape because I can't throw pieces of washi tape away. This one is sprays. It started with just leftover gesso, and I've sprayed some sprays on it just here and there. This is actually the last bits of my wonderful FW artist acrylic artist ink. I could not waste. Actually, there's still a drop in there. I love this obviously so much since I use it all the time, and I just actually kind of whatever was left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that last drop out, but that's what that is. So the rest of my ink. Let's see. This is more just extra stuff. You know, and I can't even tell you what half of this is because it's just been whatever. I think this is actually watercolor, this pink. And some of these, you know, I obviously added that extra. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. And I don't know how far I'm going to take these. If I'll actually try to finish them and put a quote, or if I'm just going to kind of leave them as whatever. This is one, this is actually the page that I was putting leftover paint in yesterday, and I just put this in. One of my friends sent me some index cards that she had rubbed paint on, and I've been putting those in here, so that's one of those. So this is actually a spread from my journaling by 5 sessions. This one is, I used one of the collage sheets from Art Journal Emporium from Tangi Baxter, and I love these collage sheets so much, but I just, I have a hard time cutting them up, and so this one, you know, it's nice because I'm able to put the whole, basically almost the whole sheet in here. And this is also from Art Journal Emporium. So this is journaling by 5 page. I haven't added anything to that. And this is journaling by 5. I haven't done anything with this either. I'm not a big doodler, so I haven't, you know, gone through and added any extra doodling embellishments. And I'm not really, I love looking at other people's pages where they have written on their pages, but for some reason, as soon as I write on this, then I don't know, I don't like it. I want to be able to start doing written journaling on my pages, but I'm just, I don't know. I don't know why I have a problem with that, but I do. These are both journaling by 5 pages. I don't think I've added anything to this. I think maybe I added this extra pink down here later on, but I don't know. I'm not sure. So here's just a page with nothing on it. So there, I still have quite a few pages in here that are completely blank. So there's room for a lot for me to still do. This I put down yesterday, this pink. And actually, you know, I've got that. I think I might glue that down really quick because I like this bright blue on this bright pink. So if you don't mind, while inspiration hits, I'm going to do this really quick. But this, you know, this is what's so neat about this, is you just kind of add whenever you feel like it. I don't know if that gel medium's going to mess up that pen. I don't think it is. Make sure this is down good. And then as I work on something else, a lot of this writing will probably get covered up, but that's okay. I need a piece of deli paper. Okay. So this one I haven't done anything with. That's journaling by 5 page. This one has just a lot of sprays on it. I think I started with I'm going to try this really quick. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. This one, I think it's a gesso. I put gesso in here first with a plastic doily. And these are just sprays. I added this last night because I wanted this to be brighter. It wasn't that bright. And this is more of the FW artist, acrylic artist ink. This is an orange. I haven't done anything with that. This one's just more a page with just leftover paint scraped all over it. I think I might I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. This is a print somebody sent me. Colleen sent this to me. No, shall we do it? Because I know some of this is going to show through. Okay, just a second. Okay. I think I'm going to put this down. Just trying to decide where I want to put it. I'm trying to decide if I want to cover this up or not. I do, but I don't. Yeah, let's go for it. And you know, if anything, I try to stick with my first idea that comes to my head, because if I start overthinking things, then that's when I start running into problems. And things usually start going south pretty quick, and then I start getting frustrated. But you know, I try not to question myself, and if I get to something and my brain says, hey, try this, then I try to just do it. And usually it works out pretty well. If it doesn't, then that's when you put something else over it, or you cover it totally up with gesso, or you just move on. So I'm going to dry this real quick. Heat gun, as Paula would say. Some more deli paper in there so it doesn't totally stick to this other one. So this is another one. Actually, did I put paint on this yesterday? Can't remember. Maybe that was today. So this is just another one that I've been putting stuff on. Excuse me. So another journaling by 5. I haven't added anything to that. Okay. This one just has some paint from a stencil, extra green paint and that. And you know, let's see. Oh, the school bus just got here from summer school kids. This is another print that Colleen sent me. I'm going to stick this here. I've had these for a while because I just wasn't exactly sure. I wanted to use them, but I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to use them. And I think this is the spot. And I'm just using, this is Liquitex Basics Gloss Gel Medium. A friend of mine had given this to me, and I had been using it, and then it kind of got stuck someplace else, and I forgot about it, and it's almost empty, so I'm trying to use it before it dries up. but it's been working really well as far as adhering things down. And actually it doesn't stick to my hands as badly as my golden gel medium does. Which honestly, that's a lot of reason why I use Mod Podge a lot. I don't have any problems with it as far as humidity and it making my pages stick or anything like that. I know some people do, but I haven't had problems with that, and it gets pretty humid here in Nebraska in the summer. And but I use Mod Podge a lot mainly because I like gluing things down, and I like using my fingers. I like getting my hands dirty, and a lot of times if I don't have any ideas on what I want to do on something, I'll just start gluing stuff down, and it just kind of gets my brain starting to work a little bit. So that's why I use Mod Podge a lot, because it comes off my hands. It comes off my hands easy. And golden gel medium is hard to get off your hands, even if you put invisible glove or something, some sort of barrier cream on. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind me gluing stuff down. I guess it's just kind of, this is turning in from a flip into a process video. But you know, I can't look at all this stuff and have things sitting beside me that I can put in it without actually putting stuff in it. So you gotta create when it's, I'm gonna just cover up their faces, I think. Even though they're a very cute couple, I'm sorry, I gotta cover up your face. This is more of the tissue paper that I used on, well, I used that on my title card. Oh, I don't know what I used it on. Now I know a lot of this is going to get covered up with paint, probably, but that's okay. This is just kind of a, you know, first layer, just getting something onto the page step. I guess I'll tie these in and put a little bit of this over here. And I don't care if this isn't down great. I mean, it's down good, but I don't mind there being bubbles in this, in the tissue paper, because you know, it just adds a little bit more texture and wrinkles. And one more piece, just so I've got 3. I like putting things down in sets of 3. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, more journaling by 5s. I haven't done anything with these. A blank page. On this one, I added these petals later on. So these are both journaling by 5s. This one is leftover paint, another one of those cards that my friend sent me. Okay, so I'm back. It's been a few hours since I started doing this. I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. Um, on this page, I added on these flowers, and don't think I did anything on this one.
Okay, I guess you don't need a towel.
On this one, this is another one of those index cards that my friend had sent me, and you know, just more inks and sprays. This I added some sprays onto, and the green, of course, big surprise. And then these are the last two pages, and I haven't added anything onto them at all, I don't think. But while these past few hours have been going on, I of course couldn't leave well enough alone, because I have my art area is in my kids' playroom, and so I'm able to keep things out on the table, and there was things out, and this was out, and pieces of paper were out. So of course I had to glue some things down. So I'll show you what I added really quick. I added pages onto this one, pieces of paper. I had more of that tissue that I had added back here. And let's see, I tried to mark them. I added another one of the part of the cards, deli paper, and a piece of book paper there. Added deli paper here. This has modeling paste on it that was scraped through a stencil that I had done on some other projects. So I have a lot of these laying around. A lot of this deli paper with these arrows on it that I've been adding on to all sorts of things. And let's see, add another one of the arrows down here. I don't know if you can see that one very well because it's on white. And then here, this is just a piece of deli paper that I put on there because it was sitting on my desk and I just glued it down. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed seeing this peek on how this journal is coming along. And it's been really fun to watch it progress, and I kind of go through phases where I don't do anything in it at all, and then I start adding stuff into it again, and so that's really neat. But it has really been fun to watch some of these pages come together with just, you know, leftover paint from other projects, just getting wiped in here just like this. So I totally recommend that you try doing this project, the Journaling by Fives, and once again just visit Shannon Green's YouTube page, and she goes all through all the steps, and she also has a Facebook group. And I think that is it. I don't if you have any questions, please ask, and I'll check in again with this, you know, in a couple months, and we'll see how it's progressing from here. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.